bitch, tuck it in her tan line. No stripes, made her talk to me like I got gang ties. Straight right, catching this heater, feel like a landmine. 2025, your politics is a gang sign. Let's go, the bullshit was feeling like it was let's go. Take it off, it's baby knees and protect the cross. Two-faced and I'm Harvey Dent mixed with Michael Jackson. I can't even get jiggy with these niggas, I feel like Michael Black. Y'all got 30 niggas on a beat, that shit is Frankenstein. I'm on streaming every nigga I beat with, I be analyzing. Let's go, and fuck you freaking, you call it like Johnny Hector. Take it off, it's baby knees and protect the cross. I can't treat no skis like no main squeeze. She don't even ask me who I hang with. She know I cheat. These bitches don't even speak my language. I'm finna leave this peggy is not for your entertainment. I need to feed. Retro, they asked out. We babies be in my turbo. The law, shaking ass and holding bras. Damn. You can just relax. Every other day I turn these beats into a pack. Call me Black Kenny Rogers, cause I know when to fold them. Cashing out cause it's too late in the States to be spitting cannabis. I can't stand the way you crack this couch. Be all red, you never hit a knots. We don't show it, I'm marrying the chick. Real hairs, how the buddy hopping on the dick. Freak bitch, tuck it in her tan line. No stripes, made her talk to me like I got gang ties. Straight right, catching this heater, feel like a landmine. 2025, your politics is a gang sign. Let's go, the bullshit was feeling like it was let's go. Take it off, it's baby knees and protect the cross. Some days I make mistakes, countless talking about myself. Time again, I stay away. Much confusion settles in. Oh, some days I fall, but I will press towards the future one day.
It's hard in a world that I cannot see. What is wrong with me? Lord, help me.
Some days I make the same mistakes. It gets complicated quickly when it starts to feel in pain, and I just follow my vices. That makes me aware of everything that makes me numb, and I just hold it in my chest. Oh, will I ever get a time when I'll be alright to be all by myself? Some days I let it be, but I'm underneath my sheets crying out. Constant pressure, but I press on for the future someday. And I pray that day will come today.
How will you go about finding the thing, the nature of which is totally unknown to you? I carried Menno's question around with me for years, and then, when everything was going wrong, friends came bearing stories. One after another, they seemed to provide, if not answers, at least milestones and signposts. Out of the blue, May sent me a long message by Virginia Woolf she'd copied in round black letters on thick unlined paper. It was about a mother and a wife, alone at the end of the day. For now, she need not think about anybody. She could be herself, by herself. And that was what she now often felt the need of. To think. Well, not even to think. To be silent. To be alone. All the being, all the doing, expansive, glittering vocal evaporated. And one shrunk with a sense of solemnity, of being oneself, a wedge-shaped core of darkness, something invisible to others. Although she continued to knit, she sat upright. It was thus that she felt herself. And this self, having shed its attachments, was free for the strangest adventures. When life sank down for a moment, the range of experiences seemed limitless. Beneath it is all dark, it is all spreading, it is unfathomably deep. But now and again, we rise to the surface, and that is what you see us by. Her horizon seemed to her limitless. That passage from To the Lighthouse echoed something of Woolf's I already knew. Her essay about walking that declared, as we step out of the house on a fine evening between 4 and 6, we shed the self our friends know us by and become part of the vast Republican army of anonymous trampers, whose society is so agreeable after the solitude of one's room. Into each of these lives one could penetrate a little way, far enough to give the illusion that one is not tethered to a single mind, but can briefly put on for a few minutes the bodies and minds of others. For Woolf, getting lost was not a matter of geography so much as identity, a passionate desire, even an urgent need, to become no one and anyone, to shake off the shackles that remind you of who you are, who others think you are. This disillusion of identity is familiar to travelers in foreign places and remote fastnesses, but Woolf, with her acute perception of the nuances of consciousness, could find it in a stroll down the street, a moment's solitude in an armchair. Woolf was not a romantic, not a celebrant of getting lost, that is, erotic love, in which the beloved becomes an invitation to become who you secretly, dormantly, like a locust waiting underground for the 17-year-old call, already are in hiding. That love for the other that is also a desire to reside in your own mystery, in the mystery of others. Her getting lost was solitary, like Thoreau's. Malcolm, apropos of nothing at all, brought up the Wintu in north central California, who don't use the words left or right to describe their own bodies, but use the cardinal directions. I was enraptured by this description of a language and behind it a cultural imagination in which the self only exists in reference to the rest of the world. No you without mountains, without sun, without sky. As Dorothy Lee wrote, when the Wintu goes up the river, the hills are to the west, the river to the east, and a mosquito bites him on the west arm. When he returns, the hills are still to the west, but when he scratches his mosquito bite, he scratches his east arm. In that language, the self is never lost the way so many contemporary people who get lost in the wild are lost, without knowing the directions, without tracking their relationship not just to the trail but to the horizon and the light and the stars. But such a speaker would be lost without a world to connect to, lost in the modern limbos of subways and department stores. And Wintu, it's the world that's stable, yourself that's contingent, that's nothing apart from its surroundings.
E3 was dead before he knew it. He was too deep in his search for affection and fantasies to realize he couldn't save himself.
Articulate vileness and baseness and obscenity of all this jungle.
Eu sei que você não pode, é grau lixo, só quebra em ouro preto, ouro preto, ouro preto, ouro preto, ouro preto, ouro preto.
the last one I had.
That was it, right?
Yep.
Well, before you guys leave, thanks so much for coming and support my students, and thanks so much for the support of the Science Center to Tim and Kevin. Appreciate that a lot. So yeah, that was it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.
Thank you.